3:31 p.m. Tuesday, August 17th, 2021, episode number 878 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan, it is amazing to see you at 3:31. It's almost 3:33. Think about it. We are dead on. We are looking at each other dead on.
We are
as equals.
We are trying
as
to
friends.
Trying to just make this.
Why is everything got tech? Why is technology? I thought it.
No,
listen. Thank you. Oh yeah, dude. America through the eyes of two American Americans. Episode number
878.
Let me write. It's cool too. Let me write that down. 878. Here we are.
Palindrome episode.
It's a palindrome episode. We are live in the studio. Let's go.
Let's.
Little League World Series.
Okay.
Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Sunday, August 29th will be the actual game. I've been watching. There's a lot of teams. It's a big country. You know, there's Little League. There's a lot of Little League teams. A lot of Little League teams. And they're everywhere. And they've been battling. And so I've been watching these games. And what I love about these kids is that it matters to them. And that's really what, when you're watching
that's what you want to see.
That's what you want to see.
Now,
tears after losses.
Sure, but how far are we into are we in the playoffs?
We're in, I think, even to get in this mix, to be in these games that I've been watching on ESPN, you got to come correct.
You have to have won your state?
Yeah, there's divisions and areas.
So you have to have already accomplished quite a bit to get to the tier that you're currently watching. What are you doing? This is like World Cup. You're like getting up at like 5 in the morning to watch these
training. I've like been up all night.
Do you have any guesses as to who's going to wind up in the big game?
That's interesting. How about
what's the oldest you can be and still be in
12 years old.
You can't be 13.
I don't think you can be 13.
No teens allowed.
No teens allowed. Oh yeah, dude.
No teens
allowed.
No
teens allowed. Torrance, California. Hi. My name's Isaac, and I flashed the leather. No cap. I said yes.
What does flash the leather
I like this. Probably
something about
probably
the
real styling. Yeah, you know, with his field work.
I would think is he a shortstop or something?
Love this kid.
No cap.
No cap. Boulder, Arrowhead, Montana. Oliver Prill. Nickname OJ.
Yeah.
Oliver Prill. Maybe it's Oliver Jonathan Prill. Julian Prill. Oh, OJ. You know, maybe these kids, you can go around in middle school and throw around OJ.
And no one's going to
bat an eye.
Not really. Maybe a teacher.
The teacher is going to say, Oliver, are you sure? What's your middle name? David? Oliver David Prill? I'm OJ. Ryan Scarry from Peabody, Mass. 4'9", 75 pounds. Don't matter. Favorite singer? Morgan Wallen. Ooh, Ryan.
I don't know who that is.
We canceled him.
Oh, why?
We canceled Morgan.
Who is he?
Morgan Wallen, country star, whiskey glasses, up down.
Why did we cancel him?
A lot of N-words with his boys late night in Nashville coming back to the condo.
Okay.
On some casual
N-bombs?
late night Nashville N-bombs. Earlier in the year, we canceled him.
Who was somebody who's filming on a phone?
Neighbors across the street, because the boys came in so rowdy. These Nashville boys come in rowdy. They come in hot.
And they got him.
Yeah, favorite singer, DaBaby. Ryan!
No!
Ryan!
Come on.
Ryan!
Come on.
A lot of people, maybe he's not following.
Well, listen, he's too busy training.
He's in the Little League World Series.
He's got his head in the game.
For Christ's sake.
Not in these gossip columns.
On TMZ. I don't have time for that.
Perez Hilton.
Yeah. Andrew Guidry, 11 years old, Lafayette, Louisiana. Favorite band? Poison.
Sick. How?
Don't know. Dad?
Dad, who's my favorite band?
Dad, who do we love?
We love poison, son.
Son, all these roses got mad thorns. Come here, let me tell you about how me and your mom met. Eli.
Is there a new poison that we don't know about?
Maybe there's like a new
DJ poison.
Oh, DJ Poison. He's with Kygo. Yeah, they're at. You didn't see them in Vegas? At the day club. They're
Spelled different. It's Poyzon.
Yeah, yeah. Poison.
Poison.
Poyzonne.
Hey,
Eli Bucko from Manchester, Connecticut. Favorite band, Counting Crows.
Mom.
Well, I like Mr. Jones. Me and Mr. Jones. Yeah, this was like I don't have fun. I can fill out a questionnaire. I'm laying down sack bunts over here. I'm practicing in the backyard.
Somebody do this for me.
Somebody fill this out for me. Noah Boren from Taylor, Michigan. Dream job. Now, pretty much every kid, MLB player.
Right.
There was some MLB managers. I was like, oh, I like that.
You're going full.
Just go and be the manager.
I want to, looking beyond the pro career.
It was really the most, but a couple of guys, Noah Boren from Taylor, Michigan, and Zach Bagoyo. I think Zach was from Honolulu. Dream job for Noah, therapist.
All right.
I like that. That's very interesting. Whole team, 11 kids, baseball player, got down to Noah, a cognitive behavioral therapist.
He's going to be the one talking all these other kids off a ledge when they find out they're not
Major
playing
League
pro
Baseball
ball.
sports psychologist in-house, like billions. Zach, dermatologist.
Amazing.
Practical.
Get on it.
That's Dr. Pimple Popper's that's her
protege.
reach. Oh, yeah. Zach Bagoyo. I'm Dr. Pimple Popper. I'm Sandra Lee.
I'm Dr. Bagoyos.
I'm Dr. Bagoya. Bagoyazits.
Bagoyos.
That's a crazy thing. You're watching a lot of Dr. Pimple Popper if you're coming in.
Like, I want to be a dermatologist.
I want to drain that.
I want to drain one of those.
I'm a cyst drainer.
I'm going to get one of
I'm
this.
the cyst whisperer.
I'm going to get in that.
And then East Lake, Washington. Walter Steinbach. 4'7", 68 pounds. Yep.
That's little.
That's a little guy. But I saw him take a walk on 4 pitches. And that's what I like.
So
on base percentage. That's the only thing that matters. Can you get on base? Well, yeah, you can when you're 4'7". You can get on base. I like that.
But they walked him.
So it's not like that they didn't try to walk him.
They didn't try to walk him.
He was 4'7".
So the strike zone is so
tiny. When you're 4'7" and you're crouching, the strike zone is like
the dirt.
Yeah, basically like you're asking Nolan Ryan. Is that a reference? You have to have him come in because the strike zone is essentially it's like on the boardwalk. It's like a game to win a teddy bear. It's Lil strike zone. They called me. I'm Walter Steinbach,
aka
Little Strike Zone.
Baby Wheelhouse.
Oh, man. Oh, these kids, they grow up fast. But they're still kids at heart.
They're kids.
Oh, yeah. And kids and
they have young hearts.
And young hearts.
Childish hearts.
But when I see them in the dugout and they're bawling, when I see the parents screaming, but the kids are crying.
Hard to watch.
And they love it. They win. It's like the gloves go in the air. You know? The caps go in the air. I'd like to see that in the bigs.
Pure joy.
Pure joy.
What happened to the pure joy?
What happened? Did you watch
professional sports?
I don't think that you saw this. It was like so disgusting. They did the Field of Dreams. They like recreated the field. It was in like Iowa.
The cornfield?
Yeah, and like Kevin Costner was like on ESPN. Like Kevin Costner just like him walking out of the cornfield, looking around at the 8,000 people in the stands that they built, holding a baseball. Like I never saw that movie. Playing the character, I assume from that movie. I don't know what his name is. He wanted to play with his dad, play catch with old players. I don't know. But they played an actual Major League Baseball game on the Field of Dreams.
No, they didn't.
And they did a 4-hour presentation like of Kevin Costner walking out and just like slowly looking around while like all these, I guess, like old like 7-year-old like white baseball fans were like, ah, like, ah!
Wait, though, doesn't it summon the the Black Sox team?
Yeah, the Chicago White Sox were one of the teams, so I guess that's why they did that. I don't know. It's all the old greats or something. I don't.
No, it's not the greats. I think it's the team that
the actual. He brings back the scandal.
And they
Black
play
Sox.
a game in order to redeem themselves. Like, thank you for letting us do this.
Thank you for letting us redeem
John
ourselves.
Cusack playing Shoeless Joe.
We're degenerate gamblers.
We were degenerate gamblers. Thank you for summoning us through this weird
mystical cornfield.
God cornfield.
God cornfield. John Cusack probably in the stands watching.
You know what?
So
that's wrong. He plays one of them in the actual movie about.
Oh, you're thinking like John Sayles movie, like a drama. What was
that?
8 Men Out.
8 Men Out. Sorry, John Cusack is in 8 Men Out. It's all right.
Okay. Field of Dreams.
A couple weeks ago.
Field of Dreams can't be. Yeah, I'm watching all baseball movies, getting ready for the postseason.
Did The Natural?
Are you kidding me? Bull Durham, like these movies.
I mean, The Natural's great.
Can it though be really?
I mean, come on, dog. It's fucking
baseball,
Robert
and he hits
Redford.
it. And he hits the light.
He's the Natch.
Oh, he's the Natch. Big Naturals. That's a different movie. Now, if there's a movie called Big Naturals, that's something I could rewatch.
8 Men Out is good.
Okay. Field of Dreams can't be good. Bull Durham can't be good.
The Natural
is
good.
You don't need to call and tell me they're good. Like, I don't need to hear people talk about baseball movies.
Is Bull Durham Tom Berenger?
No, that's Major League.
No, Major League's the jokey one, right?
Yeah.
That's Tom Berenger? Yeah. Wait, Bull Durham
is Tim Robbins, Susan Sarandon, and good old Kevin Kay. He loves baseball. But wasn't he in Tin Cup? He likes golf, too? Hey, he's a sportsman. Dog, he was just...
Kevin C, right?
Kevin C, excuse me. Thinking Kevin Connolly. No, that's Kevin C, too. My bad. Carl Kanai is what I was thinking. Excuse me. Walking out of a cornfield for an hour and just looking around until someone on the earpiece was like, all right.
Get off.
All right.
Put
the ball down. We're trying to play a fucking game.
So they played a
professional
league game.
Legal,
it counted on the records.
Legal baseball game that you could bet on legally.
That's weird.
Yeah, I gotta look up.
Is Major League the one with Charlie Sheen playing the pitcher?
Yeah.
And Tom Berenger's like their manager.
That's straight comedy.
And what's the Tom Hanks one? There's no crying in baseball.
That's a League of Their Own.
That's a women's league.
That's a women's league. Yeah.
Does that count as a baseball movie?
Most definitely. It's probably better than fucking Field of Dreams. I don't know if in League of Their Own if anyone's conjuring like anything out of their fucking,
Well, he's getting like divine whispers
from his dad or something.
And
like
then he goes and finds
his dad.
James Earl Jones is not his dad.
His dad is his father. I don't know, man. But they really played it up, and it was such a hit that now they're like, because these fucking people, they're so nostalgic for like this old timey game. Before players flip their bats after a home run.
What's the premise of Bull Durham? Is he play a manager?
Bull Durham is minor league, doesn't it?
Tim Robbins. I remember he's trying to breathe through his eyelids like
Luke or something. Susan Sarandon.
Somebody tells him to breathe through his eyelids like Fernando Valenzuela, and he's starts trying to do this thing that Fernando.
He's probably trying to make it to the bigs, and Kevin Costner knows you ain't gonna make it to the bigs. I can get you there, but I love Susan Sarandon. But she also loves Tim Robbins.
She fucks Tim Robbins too.
Yeah.
She fucks them both, right?
Fucks them both in real life too. A lot of people don't know that.
Currently?
At the time.
Oh, not now.
Yeah, and then they fought, and Tim Robbins beat him up, and that's why. Oh, God. Sorry, but man.
A young Tim Robbins.
Nostalgia.
It'll get you.
It'll get you. Sentimentality
It'll bite you.
It'll get you.
It'll bite you.
You're really like...
Bite you up.
Cornfields get people, I guess. Mystical cornfields.
They really get to people.
Man.
I'm going to get to this long boy I got here. Ad blockers. Okay. Even if you are not among the growing number of people that are downloading one of these extensions, chances are that you've heard of people singing their praises for all sorts of reasons. They make the web less cluttered, less laggy, less invasive of a place to be. So naturally, the money-hungry tech upstarts have found a way to ruin these tools for their own gain. Cybersecurity researcher Sergey Mostezvenko, Semvenko broke down exactly how this sort of scheme works in a blog post from last month. As he put it, the average ad blocker leaves tiny traces of data on the website that you visit. When those traces are collected en masse, a bad actor, aka tech company, can use these signals to identify your specific browser, a process literally called fingerprinting in the ad targeting industry. And like a fingerprint, these signals are basically impossible to burn off without taking some pretty drastic steps. Fingerprinting refers to a particularly scuzzy form of tracking that's designed to be near impossible for users to shake off. Cookies can be cleared. Your cache or cache can be flushed. But you can browse exclusively in incognito mode, but your browser's fingerprint, quote unquote, is cobbled together from a slew of different signals. Your IP address, installed plugins, user time zone, the screen resolution of your particular device, and the OS language, the operating system. There might be close to 1 billion ad-blocking internet users across the planet, but every one of them is using an amalgamate of different tools and filters that's probably different from the ad blocker sitting next to them. In short, it's prime fingerprinting fodder with a bit of legwork. Sezvenko, M-O-S-T, most. S-E-V-E-N 7-K-O, co. Most Savenko. Very long, very technical blog explains this legwork in depth. But the short version is this. First, cobble together a list of ad blockers you want to detect from website visitors and figure out which elements of find out which elements each of these blockers block. Then add a tiny piece of code to a web page, like a strip of HTML that loads all of these different elements one at a time, somewhere out of sight, keeping tabs on which elements load on the page and which ones don't. If the company creating these fingerprinting tools is tech savvy enough, this job shouldn't take more than a second. Capitalist hellscape aside, there's still a few steps that you can take to keep your browser, ad blocked or not, from being fingerprinted. The Electronic Frontier Foundation suggests disabling JavaScript from running whenever you can, using a popular browser like Safari or Firefox, which have each taken their own steps to quash fingerprinting attempts, keeping extensions to a minimum, invest in a good VPN, and no matter how hard a website begs, always, always refuse their cookies.
Can you do that last paragraph for me? You can do all that for me?
On your computer?
Yeah, to make sure I'm not... Which is it just not at this point? Come on.
You don't use a VPN, do you?
No.
That would be something...
Like that's just standard, right?
I would say near standard baseline at this point. I mean, honestly, bro...
I mean, what's it gonna show? Come on.
Well, I'm not worried about that. It's not. I mean? It's not about showing.
It's like Sydney Sweeney's Instagram or like Cowboys Twitter.
If we're thinking that we're somehow getting away with seeing stuff we're not supposed to see on the internet at this point,
like stuff that's illegal.
So that doesn't matter.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
I know that.
Okay.
But I'm saying if we somehow thought, like, it's not about them. What they might see, we know what they're seeing. They're seeing everything we're doing. So it's like,
okay.
It's not about that. It's about, do you feel okay about, not even feel okay about it. No one's going to feel okay about it. Do you care enough to do something about preventing your information being shared by all of those people?
Information meaning search history, or like my information, my PIN numbers?
Well, PIN numbers obviously would be more fraudulent. The majority of the stuff that's being shared out there at this point, I don't think it is to try to sell you stuff.
I ain't buying it.
Well, you don't buy anything. So there's that.
Okay.
Second of all, there may be something to be said or argued that if the better the algorithm gets, the more likely you are to actually
buy something,
to find something that you want. So there is a part of me that's
what you could do is, if you ever see me buy anything, know that like, oh, they fucking ran some code on him. He ain't bought anything in 6 months. He just went into a store and bought something. We need to find out the company that did that and invest in that company.
Who managed to
make him buy something?
But like, is
that all it is? It's just search history?
No. It's location.
I'm right here, baby. I'm pretty predictable.
No, but I mean, they're using that to triangulate who and where, and they can figure out a lot about us. But I'm saying the idea that any of these things would be used, no one's going to use it to try to track you down and come and kill you.
Okay.
No one's going to use it. And I'm saying the part
you wouldn't need to kill me. You wouldn't need to go through all this trouble. Just sit in Larchmont for an hour and just, there he is. Is that him? I think that's him.
I mean, no one's going to, it's just, it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay. So I don't need a VPN?
I mean, I think a VPN is good because it just, I guess the idea for me is if they're going to do this to me, they should be paying extremely high. They should be spending an insane amount of money and time in order to do it, because they should have to pay
to do what?
To use my information.
Oh, if they're
not paying me directly to use it.
So you want them to have to spend a lot to get
at least be as difficult as possible.
Okay.
And the easiest way to make it as difficult as possible, I would say first, would be a VPN.
Okay.
And then from there, whatever, And I don't even use a VPN all the time. So it's like sometimes I'm giving up that information freely. Sometimes, like, I don't know. I mean, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what my browsing shit is. Instagram usurps. I mean, it's like you're getting so much more from me and so much more access to me on that. Why would you even bother trying to sift through my search engine? You see everything I look at. You can look at everything I put up and know exactly who I am, what I'm wearing, and where I am.
It was 4 minutes ago. He's
and
there.
then
Let's
you
go.
can send me an ad every third fucking post.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I even play the game. I go through it and say, I don't like this ad. Send me more ads I like.
I want to buy it.
Give me something I want to buy.
I want to buy shit, so let me know about it.
And I'll click through and buy shit.
I'll buy it. Trust.
So why would you even bother trying to sift through my porn searches to try to sell me something?
When you could just write new ! Toothbrush, and I'll fucking buy it. It says it's new. So got a new toothbrush.
I got new toothpaste.
I bought it.
I got a new type of toothpaste and a new type of toothbrush.
Chill Chiclets. It's eco-friendly jar. They sent it to me.
Pop it in your mouth.
I want to be eco-friendly.
Give it to me.
I really want to buy shit.
What I really want to do is buy shit.
If I can be eco-friendly. Oh, now, sometimes you get mail. It just says it right there. What's that say? Is that addressed to me? It says Mr. Romatelli. Seth Romatelli.
Printed nicely.
Isn't that beautiful?
What is that? Are you going to get some food?
Me and you.
Steak?
What is this?
Vegan?
Lowry's?
Oh, wow.
The prime rib? That sounds fancy.
It's a good rib.
Prime rib?
It's a good prime.
That's a good cut.
It's a great cut.
Dear Mr. Romatelli, complimentary fine dining event at Lowry's, the prime rib. We'd like you and Jonathan to get over here. I want you to build confidence. Are you an educated investor? You're not, so get over here.
Get the fuck over here.
Have a steak.
Have you ever bought anything?
You buy your partner does? Bring him. You get it says I got a +1. So I got a couple dates here. We got them at the end of the month, and I'm in.
Lowry's was my favorite restaurant. I made my parents
Maybe they
take me
knew
there
that.
for my birthday.
Maybe somebody already hacked my shit.
4 or 5 years in a row.
Like, we can't get to him, but we can easily use him to get to him.
And then he'll make him come.
He'll get him sentimental nostalgia. Start talking about after Little League, they'd shoot over to Lowry's after a big win. Get a nice cut. Your dad if you pitched a no-hitter, you got a good cut of meat, son.
Your choice of
Your choice of cut. But if you lose, you only get mashed potatoes.
Throw a no-no, your choice of cut.
Oh!
Otherwise?
Strike out more than twice? Mashed potatoes for you, bro.
Your insides for dinner.
Oh, some of these parents up in the stands. There's a fine line between excited for my child and punching my child's throat. And I think I saw a few examples. Ayo! So we're in. Look at this.
What dates are we talking about? When is this?
You want to do Thursday, August 26th, or do you want to do Tuesday, August 31st?
I think the 31st, because I'll probably be here
for a show.
For a
show, we could shoot right over. Work up a real appetite.
Moist show.
Some moist shows and work up an appetite. We'd go over there and we have a hearty appetite.
They still on La Cienega?
Let me see. Yeah, 100 La Cienega, Beverly Hills. Me and you rolling into Beverly Hills for some fucking prime cut after a couple of monster shows. Work up a good hearty post-podcast appetite. I mean, God, they made it look so good. They put my name right on the meat. Look, the Seth's right on the bone right there.
Seth on the bone.
Seth on the bone.
Wow.
I wish I could transfer this to somebody that wanted to fucking...
I gotta go.
It's like a free meal.
I'm starving.
This sucks.
But they're inviting us in order to invest in Lowry's?
Invest in us.
Lowry's.
Us.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Marilyn Voss Savant. Ask Marilyn. When I'm on the highway, Marilyn, another driver often will slowly catch up with me and then pass. Then they move in front of me and they slow down. I have to disengage my cruise control. Why do people do this? They just want to be in front?
What'd she say? Maybe they hate this guy?
I believe there's a good reason for this.
I believe people hate you.
I think probably it has something to do with the level of hate they have for you. As the other driver slowly catches up.
Okay, so I'm driving. I caught up.
He sees, presumptuous, he sees he can decrease his speed just slightly and stay behind you forever. Or he can speed up and pass you and then continue on his somewhat faster way.
Okay.
But this passing maneuver requires major acceleration. And when he moves back in front, he overcompensates when he eases up on the gas, thus slowing down too much. It's annoying, but understandable.
But that's not the case. Is that what happens? Well, man, the major acceleration it just took to catch up. I better slow back down. That was a lot.
No, I think people
They get fired up?
They get caught up in the moment.
I'm going to pass this fucking guy.
I'm going to pass this person. And then in a way, what she's saying is maybe true, that they believe they want to drive faster. But once they're alone and they have no perspective, then they recede back to where they're comfortable, and where they're actually comfortable with no visual like competition is actually slower than the person.
11 miles per hour slower than that person was originally going.
Just passed.
Interesting.
So it's like you get competition. The other thing is this: some people also do it because they don't like to prolong the time that they spend near other vehicles on the road. Essentially, they want to be alone on the road. So it's like you get close to a car, your job is to get away from it.
Well, that's a bad thinking, because that's thinking. So you don't want to have that in life. I just always want to pass the car in front of me because I always have to be in front of them to have the road alone. But sir, there's always going to be another car.
But that's it. That's what keeps you going.
That's the drive that keeps you going.
That's the challenge.
I'll go up the coast.
Keep going forever.
I'll go forever.
Where's
up? Go right to heaven.
Where am I the last?
Until I crash in Big Sur and go to heaven.
No, but I think people don't feel comfortable in the tension of on a freeway situation.
Yeah.
That like, okay, I'm here, you're here, we're just gonna
race.
We're just gonna chill.
Okay.
So I either have to relinquish and let you be in front.
Relinquish control.
And let you be in front and like fall a few cars back and just cruise.
Just cuck out.
Or
I alpha.
I'm either going to cuck or I'm going to alpha. But there's no way I'm just going to...
Who's with me? If there's another person in the car, are they chill?
No way.
No way. Or are they getting me fired up?
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with this person?
What are you doing?
Overtake this person.
Take this person down, Smokey.
Slow down.
It's a lot. Okay. Benjamin Creme. Look, some people say creme, some are saying cream. I couldn't find a definitive pronunciation.
Creme.
Benjamin Creme, born December 1922. He passed in October of 2016. He said that he was first contacted telepathically by his master in January of 1959 when he was asked to make tape recordings of his master's messages. So he began to speak publicly of this mission in London, England at the time. Excuse me. He was first contacted telepathically in 1959. He was getting these messages up until 1975 when the messages told him it's now time to share these prophecies, I guess, for lack of a better word.
20 years of tape recording.
That's 69 to 70. That's a lot. It's a decade and a half. It's a UID of just like constant messages.
Well, we don't. How often were these?
It's true. Is this every day? Is it once every 9 months? Because that'd be weird. You'd forget about it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. In 2 years. My master tells me. It's been 2 years. His central message announced the emergence of a group of enlightened spiritual teachers who could guide humanity forward into this new era of peace and brotherhood based on principles of love and sharing. He was called an avatar for the Aquarian age. So in the spring of 1982, he placed advertisements in newspapers all over the world saying, quote, "The Christ is now here." The Christ, whom he called Maitreya, would announce his existence on worldwide television broadcasts. He stated in these newspaper advertisements that the second coming of Christ would occur on the 21st day of June, a Monday, 1982, which was the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. In May of 82, he held a press conference in Los Angeles. 90 reporters attended to hear about this announcement that Maitreya was actually living in London within the Asian community in the Brick Lane area since 1977. So for 5 years, the Maitreya, no one knew, had been secretly living in the Brick Lane area of London. He presented the reporters with a challenge. If the media made a serious, earnest attempt to seek Maitreya out in London, he would reveal himself. Afterwards, he wrote, "It was hoped that the media would respond to my information at a level which would allow him to come forward to them. This hope, however, was not fulfilled. While the media did show an initial interest in this reappearance story, they did not go so far as to actually get involved in going to Brick Lane to search for Maitreya in the streets." And that's what they needed to do. That was the promise, correct?
Maitreyan street team.
Maitreyan street team.
So
I have their...
Who's there?
This is the Share International, which is a group based on the teachings of Benjamin and Maitreya. So this is from June of 82. "Within weeks, all humanity will know Maitreya, the world teacher, the Christ, the Bodhisattva, the Messiah, the Imam Mahdi, the fifth Buddha." That's June of 82. They're making this pronouncement.
Where the fuck did you get these?
In July of 82.
So this is weeks?
So in June is when they're letting us know.
It was supposed to happen in August?
It was going to happen in June.
June.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
like probably...
So July,
yeah, this comes out early June.
Yeah, where is he? July is like...
Well, July, Declaration Day still remains certain. Go take a breath. But then I have August's. So June, July.
What about the fact that they're identical covers, too?
It's amazing.
All right.
This is in the editorial. Still no sign of Maitreya? No, unfortunately not. At the present moment, we have no further information about his process of emergence. It's an obvious and justifiable question to ask. What is the source of the Master's conviction of this impending reveal? And am I justified in feeling uncomfortable that this prediction has proved inaccurate? Well, after 1982, he made a number of additional predictions and announcements about the imminent appearance of Maitreya based on claims of receiving telepathic messages from a, quote, master of wisdom. In January of 1986, Maitreya contacted media representatives at the highest level of Britain. That's what Benjamin said. And who agreed to make the announcement. So the UK government was going to make this announcement in 86, but under pressure from high religious and other government officials, their statement was withheld. So it was supposed to be revealed, but I guess higher ups came in and shut it down. And that happens. We see that all the time. Think of all the information that you're on the internet searching for. The truth's there. It's all out there. It's just a lot of the higher ups, they suppress that. They snatch it. The street team snatches it. It's called the Snatch Street Team. And they take the truth and they snatch it. So, well, these are from 82. That was in 86. It's now 2022.
They still putting issues of this bad boy out?
They're putting issues out, but the website is still up.
So he's alive?
He passed away in 2016, but there's some acolytes that...
So let me ask you this. Are the tape recordings available?
Are they digitized? Is that a podcast?
Can I maybe bump that on the way down?
Maitreya? Can I take that down to the desert? You'd get fucking...
I get in.
You'd be gone. You'd be in Mexico by tomorrow. Like, they'd say, yeah, if you keep driving south. You're going south? Keep going south. Go south until you hit water. Where would that be? Do you have your passport on you? Could you...
Should you always have your passport on you?
You should. What if Maitreya...
It should always be in the car.
Okay, so let me get straight. I don't have my passport on me. I'm driving, but Maitreya's sitting next to me, shotgun in the Mercedes, and he's like, just keep driving south.
I'm like, I can't. I got to stop.
South? Like on Highland? No, I mean like south.
Like
wicked south.
Super south.
Like south until water, wherever that is. Where would that be? Would that be
Cape Horn?
We go to like another nation?
The tip of South America?
You go to South America.
Southern tip of South America?
You're in South America now. That's where Maitreya lives. He's in the streets. Find him. Do you believe you want to find him? See, that's the problem.
Not Cape Horn. Is it Cape Horn?
Is Cape Horn South Africa?
South Africa. It's the Cape. What is it called?
Ask your friend. What's his name?
Who?
Your phone friend that answers questions. Say, if I was to drive south from my current location, where does it stop?
When would I hit water?
When do I hit water? That's where Maitreya is.
Cape. What did I say?
You said Cape Horn?
Cape Horn is correct.
Wow! Due south from Hollywood.
No. That's not where I would hit water.
Oh.
I'm saying Cape Horn is the bottom of South America.
Okay.
So what is the Cape in South Africa?
Cape Town?
No, that's a town, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
But again, we're in Hollywood. If you and I drive south, when do we hit water?
Well, I mean,
where Maitreya is.
Okay.
I don't mean a pool.
Cape of Good Hope?
Cape of Good Hope? Where's that?
At the bottom of South Africa.
Okay. I don't think we can. Can we get to South Africa from Hollywood in a car?
Okay, let me just look here.
Get my globe out. Pull up a world map. Put in a push pin. Take some yarn and
give
just
me
go.
A second.
Okay. Because we're going. Maybe. If I get the vision.
If I feel the vision.
Coming back.
I mean, if we headed due south from here, I think we would hit water at Irvine.
Okay. So a lake in Irvine. Like a dam.
No, look. It's Long Beach.
Oh, fuck. So Maitreya's in Long Beach.
Due south, if we were to just go straight down, we would hit it. We'd hit it in Long Beach.
Something more exciting than that.
Well, you asked.
Okay, let's say I have a special Tesla. It's Elon just created it, and I can shoot over that body of water.
Which body?
Long Beach.
It's okay.
And then keep going back onto land. Or is it just the ocean?
No, I mean, you'd wind up, I guess
Hawaii?
You could. No, Catalina.
Catalina.
I mean, what do you want me to do here? I'm doing my best. I mean, if you keep going. Okay, hold on. What's this?
I'm flying here. I'm going 100 miles an hour on.
What about the Isle of Guadalupe? That's a military.
Where's that?
That's like in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
That's where we're going.
All right, what is this?
I mean, we'll fly there. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You're going to fly there in a Tesla.
I'll fly there in my new Tesla.
Okay. The Guadalupe Island, or Isla Guadalupe, is a volcanic island located 150 miles off of the west coast of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula.
Okay, so it's in Mexico?
It's about 400 kilometers, 250 miles southwest of the city of Ensenada in the state of Baja.
All right. Baja, Mexico.
The various
Baja
volcanoes...
California, which is in Mexico.
The various volcanoes are extinct or dormant. In 2005...
Perfect.
In 2005, Guadalupe Island and its surrounding waters and islets were declared a biosphere reserve.
Perfect.
To restore its vegetation that had been just decimated by goats. And to protect its population of marine mammals and birds.
Natural beauty.
The island is a popular destination for white shark cage diving. And known to be secret home to
Maitreya?
Maitreya.
It says that, right? Does it have it on there?
It says it on here.
A lot of people have spotted Maitreya. Let's just say that.
There's been several Maitreya
sightings.
Where does that name Maitreya come from originally?
It's beautiful. So that's it. We cracked it. I'm going to get in touch with the people at Share International, and because the website's still operational, and maybe let them know.
The final avatar.
Like James Cameron?
Mm-hmm. The last one.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the last of the Avatar films will actually be a bio about Maitreya. That would be fucking fascinating. If there was all to lead to that.
So, Maitreya...
I think Pandora is based actually on the Guadalupe Islands.
Is the earliest bodhisattva around whom a cult developed and is mentioned in scriptures from the 3rd century CE. He was accepted by all schools of Buddhism and is still the only bodhisattva generally honored by the Theravada tradition.
Okay.
The name Maitreya is derived from the Sanskrit word Maitri or Chiri, which means friendliness.
All right. Definitely the name of your child. If you were to have a child, your child shall be Maitreya.
Theravada is...
Maddie, come here. Maddie? That's what we call him. We call him Maddie.
It's just easier.
It's hard to spell.
Maitreya?
Yeah, so we just call him Maddie.
Oh, the Baha'i faith also gets into him. I don't understand where the name Maitreya got taken as a second coming of Christ, though. Because I've heard that before. Like prophecies like this from other people.
Other groups I've been involved in intimately.
That I've helped support.
Support financially, emotionally, spiritually.
USA Today snapshots. 1 in 5 fear the end will never be near. This is what Americans think about COVID-19, the COVID-19 pandemic, and when it will finally go away. 35% say sometime after 2022. 25% say in 2022. 7% say by the end of this year. 2% say it's already over. No, 10% say it's already over. 2% say sometime by the end of this summer.
And summer.
21% say it's never going to be over. So.
Oh, wow.
I mean, everyone in there is right in some way or another.
Everyone's correct in their own way.
Their own Maitreyan way.
In their own trans-surfing reality way. You have to create your own... I mean, there is a reality, and you can accept it, correct? Or you can create your own reality, correct?
You have two choices.
Listen, you can live in quote-unquote reality,
Or you can live in
or you could live in quote unquote
your reality,
your own reality.
Both are valid.
No idea. Certainly no. This
End of summer.
I mean, we're
done. Summer's over.
Summer's
so
over.
That's
I already talked about that. Pumpkins creeps here. It's after your birthday. It's a slow.
I don't
burn shutdown.
Who knows? No one has any idea. No, you don't know what you're talking about. No one knows what they're talking about.
No matter what.
Fucking.
So.
What do
and
they call
whatever.
it?
It's September now. It started in March of 2020. It's September. It's almost 2022. You know.
We certainly didn't anticipate.
Still grappling with like March of 2020. So the idea that it's almost New Year's 2022.
Yeah.
That's a lot for the brain to
process. I mean, we certainly didn't think we would be here. I don't think even the worst of
you mean here in this office.
I didn't think I would ever have to be here. No, we didn't. When we saw things go down and we were like, oh, like this is legit, like taking over. I still don't think we thought.
Dog, I thought it was going to be like, you kidding me?
I mean, I remember like taking like selfies like in places not wearing a mask in the beginning and like thought I was being like
you were
funny.
Being like, yeah, avant-garde. Check it.
So, it took us all a while to fall in line here. Get that microchip.
Get something right here. The American Speed Festival. Not speed. Not like, no, don't calm down. Not that would be incredible.
That would be insane.
A festival
like
dedicated to speed. Yeah. They would do cognitive tests. You could get everybody high on the same dosage of speed based on body weight and then have them perform cognitive mental tasks and also physical tasks.
Yeah, like house cleaning and like
Speed Olympics.
Math equations and stuff.
Fucking
video
amazing.
Game play.
Amazing. Or no, set this PS5 up.
Setting up a VCR system.
Yeah, set this VCR up.
Actually take it apart.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. The American Speed Festival is a live, high-velocity showdown where you'll be immersed in the color, the sound, and the legend of motorsport. Both past, present, and future. So this is going to be September 30th through October 3rd in Pontiac, Michigan. Okay?
Pontiac is
north of Detroit. I think close. Yeah. I just checked. They have 29 Twitter followers, 133 Instagram followers for the festival. But I was also thinking the attendees at the American Speed Festival, they're going to be there. They're not. That's probably not a reflection on the. You
don't think?
On the capacity of the excitement for people into motorsport, because I don't imagine that they're, they don't got time for that.
They're too busy.
They're too busy talking
cranking
about
cranking on transmissions.
Cranking on transmissions. Yeah. What are you cranking on?
I'm rebuilding a carburetor.
He said. And that's what I'm doing. Exactly.
Too busy for Twitter.
3-day pass, 12 and under free. 13 years old to 20 years old, $412.
Whoa.
21 and over, $740.
Oh, so maybe they don't need that many attendees.
Give a fuck.
So long as they get
$1,000 to get in.
So just give me like
post about it or don't. I don't give a shit. You already buy your ticket? Are you at least 13? Well, then you fucked. Are you 21? Oh, you really
doubly fucked.
Because the beers are $20 a piece too.
But what do they do?
They look at cars and they touch them.
And then they talk about ones from...
And then they just complain that everything's electric now and how shitty the world is and, Thunder Road and Bruce Springsteen. And I don't know what they do. But what we're seeing here is that there's a world. The world doesn't exist anymore. And there's a new world. And people are just mad that you...
So did Pontiac, the car company, come from Pontiac, Michigan?
Interesting.
What is the origin of the word Pontiac? Is that an animal?
Pontiac sounds maybe Native American. Is that possible?
Maybe sounds native.
That could be possible. But I think I think literally,
Pontiac
I've actually seen a map of like what everything was called originally, and I think it's all sort of hues somewhat, much Native American influence.
Pontiac
obviously.
is no longer a car company. Could I buy a 2021 Pontiac?
I don't think you can buy a Plymouth. I don't think you can buy a Pontiac. Did they make the Sunbird? The Pontiac company? Pontiac made a beautiful car, dude. Both past, present, and future. It's the kind of car I want to touch the carburetor and talk about.
Pontiac was an American automobile brand owned, manufactured, and commercialized by GM. Introduced as a companion make for GM's more expensive line of Oakland automobiles, Pontiac overtook Oakland in popularity and supplanted its parent brand entirely. By 1933, Pontiac went defunct on Halloween 2010. Remember there was the Pontiac Vibe? I believe that was one of the last vehicles that I
one, right? Looks like an Aztec, or is that
I think
a Pontiac?
It was an Aztec.
Okay, they have that kind of like blunt.
I think that was the same car.
How could that company not stay in business with that beautifully fucking designed automobile? I want to go to a Pontiac Vibe meetup before we go to this event, just to get in the fucking sauce, just to get fired up. If I rolled in with the boys, my Vibe boys, and we all came in with different colored fucking Aztecs and Vibes, people would know.
Oldsmobile was defunct in 2004, then Pontiac shortly thereafter in 2000.
Really taking me back,
they announced it in 2008, and by 2010 it was finally...
I saw Field of Dreams in an Oldsmobile, dude, at a drive-in. You're really taking me back.
So the Oakland Motor Car Company was founded in 1907 in Pontiac, Michigan.
Okay.
And then Oakland became part of GM. The first Pontiac model made its debut at the Oakland 4, and then ultimately Pontiac essentially replaced Oakland. GM division canceled Oakland in 1931.
Okay.
It is named after the famous Ottawa chief.
All right.
Chief Pontiac.
Dope.
Who had also given his name to the city of Pontiac, Michigan, where the car was produced.
Dope.
Okay.
Now Tesla owns them?
They just make the Vibe now. That's it.
Guys, this is the last Vibe to roll off the assembly line.
There was also a very short-lived GM factory in Osaka, Japan, from 1927 to 1941 that was producing Pontiacs.
Vibes or Aztecs?
Only Aztecs. No, who made the Aztec? God damn it.
Damn it. That's a Pontiac.
The Vibe was a Pontiac.
The Aztec wasn't? Huh. Sorry, everybody. We were just looking up who makes the Aztec. Thank you for joining us. Awesome.
No, the Pontiac Vibe and the Pontiac Aztec.
All right.
You were correct. What's the difference?
Stop. See, someone's driving right now and was like, I wish he would tell me what the difference is in this audio podcast.
You'll have to turn
I wish he would visually explain the subtle differences between the Vibe and Aztec as I try to get my wife into the show. No, you'll love it.
Oh, I think they might be totally different cars.
Okay, maybe that's it. No, listen to this segment. But they subtly describe the difference between a Pontiac Vibe and Aztec. They're wicked. They're super funny. They talk about defunct American car companies from the 30s. It's just super funny, man. You learn a lot. You learn a lot. It's good bar talk. It really gives you like.
I think the Aztec and the Vibe were very different.
Okay.
Totally different vehicles. But if I'm not mistaken, one of them had an identical car made by another company
to try to mimic it.
No, it was the same car bought for the from the European market and marketed as two separate cars.
Okay.
I think it was the Aztec and the
Citroen. Let me see if I can.
I wish I could spend
let me
the time
get
on
in.
this.
I know you do.
It is no secret that kids hate homework. And as students grapple with an ongoing pandemic that has a wide range of mental health impacts, is it time schools start listening to their pleas over the workloads? Mental health expert have agreed that heavy workloads have the potential to do more harm than good for students, especially when taking into account the impacts of the pandemic. Emmy Kang, mental health counselor at HumanTold, says that studies have shown heavy workloads can be detrimental for a student and also cause a big impact on their mental, physical, and emotional health. Quote, more than half of the students say that their homework is their primary source of stress, and we know what stress can do in our bodies, she says. Adding that staying up late to finish assignments also leads to disrupted sleep and exhaustion. Cynthia Catchings, a licensed clinical social worker and therapist at Talkspace, says that heavy workloads can also cause serious mental health problems in the long run, like anxiety and depression.
These kids are loving this. The kids said this, or these were two adult people
paid by children,
paid by the kids, by
big
secret kid lobby, big kid,
big kitty.
Big kid's got a lot of money in the coffers.
They've been take all that TikTok money.
A few really smart kids that got together. The girl was like, got her friends over. Like,
we all just take our allowance.
If we just take our allowance,
just pool it together.
They're called lobbyists. I read about it on Google.
We're gonna get lobbyists.
We can get them to say what we say, but because they're old, people will be like,
no more homework.
No more homework. You know.
Smart.
You gotta listen. If the kids say I don't like it, you know,
they're saying it for.
They're saying it for a reason. You don't like broccoli? Hire a lobbyist.
No homework. No homework.
No
Brussels
homework. No broccoli. Sweet.
The lobbyists agree.
The lobbyists said it, not us. A wink. A wink. Google. Amazing. And I guess it's great because, like, fuck, it's just like that bummer that we had all the shit and now the kids get everything great, and it's like. You kind of want them like, well, you should have to like, but that's not fair. Like,
I don't care.
No, like they should.
But also, aren't they all still home? So like, what's homework? You sit on Zoom for 5 hours,
and then then you go into your room.
Then you turn off to your computer, and then just do 8 more hours of homework
on the computer. Yeah. So,
gotta work this out.
Yeah, I think they did. They got the right people.
No, I mean we're not there yet. I don't think they.
But you gotta like plant the seeds, start the talk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's a therapist, you know, my therapist. He says it's stressful, you know? And like, is stress good, Mom?
No.
Okay. Does this cause me stress?
Is Counting Crows good?
Is Counting Crows my favorite band? Maybe. But I don't know. Maybe this kid loves the Crows.
I mean, I was into weird shit.
You were into wicked weird shit when you were 12? Who knows what they would have fucking asked you?
I stumbled into some weird music that your
dad, yeah.
I was like, I love, Laurie Anderson or whatever.
Something. Well, when you were 12, what would that be really crazy?
It was. I was really into like
Lou Reed.
I was into Laurie Anderson.
What?
Because the Big Science record had become this like staple on all our road trips. So I was like obsessed with Laurie Anderson.
Okay, road trips. I was thinking of like. You said road trip. I thought
movie.
I thought jogger. I thought like
no
on tour.
No,
you mean like you and your folks?
Big Science came out.
So you would have been like
84. Hold on.
Jonathan Larroquette, Catcher, Laurie Anderson.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Superman. Big Science was released in 81, 82.
Okay.
So cut to 84. So
cut to 2009 when Jogger comes in.
We're
pays homage.
We're taking road trips to Cambria and fucking Big Sur and shit, and we're bumping like
Pea Soup Andersons.
I'm really into this record.
Really avant-garde shit.
I'm really into this record.
I'm into this. You know, Velvet Underground. You're a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, I pitch, I catch, third base, first base,
dream job,
you
therapist.
Know what I mean? Leather got heat, or what did he say?
Shaman. My leather got heat. What is it? I flashed the leather.
I flashed the leather.
What does that mean?
I'm assuming that like
I want to know.
He's a Golden Glove winner. His skills in the field are so superb and unparalleled. He's flashing leather. Oh man,
this is a term. When a fielder makes a great play. You knew this?
That makes
sense,
right?
Knew this? In which a fielder makes a great play. Leather, meaning the fielder's glove.
I love it.
A force play in which a runner must advance when the ball is hit, thereby allowing a fielder to put the runner out by touching the appropriate base before the runner. Well, that's Force out.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, flashing the leather when a fielder makes a great play.
Phenomenal.
The leather meaning the glove. So I guess maybe it's
he just puts it up to let everybody know.
Or does it catch the lights?
I don't think you got to look that like. So maybe because of the bright lights, taking out to the ball game. So peanuts.
Whatever, man.
This is UhhYeahDude.
Yes, episode 878.
878. Amazing. Of our comedy podcast that we started in February of 2006. It's now August of 2021. Thank you so much for joining us.
Couple of
Please
things.
come back for 879.
Thank you to everyone that came to the LA show, my birthday shows. They were a treat. It was a joy to get back on the stage. Hope everyone had fun, got home safely, all that stuff.
Was entertained, I hope. That's the key.
That too. As most people, or as many of you may already know, the
people involved.
Yeah, the Detroit show that was scheduled for September 18th, Seth's birthday weekend, has been canceled, or should we say, postponed indefinitely. Thank you to the Majestic Theater for offering to host us there, and we hope that we will get to go there sometime in the future. It just didn't make sense at this juncture between everything that was going on and some unforeseen circumstances between the venue and us. Nothing weird. It just, we decided this time, rather than to postpone it again, we're just going to cancel it, refund the tickets, and then come back at it at a later date when the world is a little bit more settled. So, refunds for any tickets that were purchased are available through the venue or from point of sale. And yeah, just want to thank you to everyone that bought tickets, and we will try to get there at some point soon. As of now, Milwaukee is still on, and we're very much looking forward to going there. Now that's October 30th, Saturday. In Milwaukee at the I'm gonna do it. What is it called? The Impresario at the
Impresarios of the game. Is that what Mark Maron called us? Was it Impresarios?
This is at the Commonwealth
Theater presents the Impresarios.
I don't know what
back room at Collectivo.
Why is it so hard for me?
Sometimes things just don't
will not
click.
Refuses to
click. You know when it will not refuse to click?
On that fucking hot stage. That hot sticky stage.
That don't matter what they call it.
So yeah, as of now, tickets available.
Except when you're on the stage, show and you're like, I want to thank everybody here at the Impresario, and everyone will be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
So yeah, that's October 30th. Please get tickets for that. And we will see you there. And as far as our Detroit Midwest people, we will see you at some point. And please, no love loss. There's none on our end either. It's just, it just isn't it ain't gonna happen this time.
No Motown Museum for me.
Fuck. And
I'm gonna go to
come
Motown
back
Museum every single time I go to Detroit.
I would go back to that.
Yeah, right.
With you, I would. It would just relive
that experience.
It's certainly worth one time.
Singing.
It was the best. Singing together.
My girl. Kicking it back over to you. Everyone else taking a step back because they're like, something's happening here.
I can hear there's something going on here.
Yeah. And Barry Gordy's grandson is like, what is that? Smokey Robinson, who just happened to be there that day, hears something. Fucking
come
signs
back for
us.
879. Oh, also, we have a toll-free voicemail. It's 888-842-2357. 888-842-2357. The show is
toll-free. Remember
listener supported.
It's not
ad
like,
and commercial free.
I'm not trying to get you to call the number as some sort of trick.
Like a
sex
line.
Like they used to do to us back in the
976.
80s. Yeah, this ain't no 976. 976, is that what they were?
976. Fuck. Suck.
This ain't like
lick.
976
Kiss.
lick.
Come back for 879.
Call it.
Go to Patreon.
Call it. They'll never know.
Give us
Why
money.
would you think they would know?
It doesn't.
All kids
show up.
All
we
you
don't
kids.
Understand anything.
We don't understand anything except
listen. I didn't
winning and losing, and that's what these kids understand.
When I buy those porns on the hotel thing, and I would think they wouldn't know either.
How would they ever know?
Be like, wait.
How would they trace this back to me?
$37.
How would they trace these 7 movies in the one night I stayed here? But I made a mistake.
So
that button?
That stupid remote.
That button I thought was to donate money to dogs that were badly sick with teeth.
So
each time I hit it, it was like tooth, another tooth, another tooth.
Fix those teeth on this dog.
Another dog, another dog, another dog, another dog.
Wait, though. Go to Patreon.
But every time you click co-ed sorority slots,
I thought they were.
You thought that you were fixing
it was a volunteer program.
A volunteer, like a rescue dog's teeth. I'm a kid.
I'm just.
And by kid, I mean a 42-year-old man.
On a trip with my parents.
On a trip with my folks.
Just go to Patreon, pledge to the show.
Please do that. Thank you so much for doing that.
$5 a month gets you access to all of the archived episodes, all of the video episodes, and discounts on merch. If you are a $1 or $3 pledger, please consider upping your pledge to $5, as we will be phasing out the $1 and $3 tiers as the months go on here. So please give yourself the opportunity to stay on board with us and go and up your pledge. It would mean the world to us. And thank you to everyone who has done that and everyone who continues to pledge $5 or more. It means absolutely everything. It is our livelihood, and it is how we keep this show free for the American public, and also free of commercials and ads for you guys here listening.
Yeah, because now we've February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We've crossed over the 15.5-year mark. Now we're going right into our Sweet 16. We celebrate our quinceañera, but we're now halfway. February 11th. It's now sort of the end of August. So
Sweet 16.
We're really going into. It's really amazing to think that it's almost September. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's
insane.
It's all very, very fast.
It's all happening, but you got to be here now.
Right, in the moment.
In the moment, but it is all happening.
As we speak.
But what's your reality?
Like
transurfing wise. What reality are you creating?
For yourself for others around you?
Not really. Mainly for yourself. Because if you were really thinking about fucking anybody other than yourself, you wouldn't be sitting around talking about creating your own reality for yourself. Because you'd be like, holy shit.
We're all in this together.
They're all in this together. And a lot of reality is not something that I would pick for me. And it's happening to that person. But don't matter. That's not your reality.
Change the channel.
Change the channel. Get some overnight oats and forget about it. We are so lucky to be alive right now. I know everyone always says it's the craziest time. Things are so crazy. They've never been crazier. I don't care what anyone says.
Might be true.
Yeah. We're living in the craziest times. We're witnessing them right as it's happening.
Yeah.
That's why we got a sticker. You have to. I'm so interested in where this all, what's going to happen here.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. I don't want to not be around like tomorrow and find out. I got to find out what's going fucking on with a lot of shit. You know? Got a Ken Burns, Muhammad Ali coming on September 19th. Got to be here for that.
Got to get in there.
Amongst other things.
Come back for 879.
Yeah, come back for 879. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.